Alright, this video I'm gonna be showing you how to cook roasted beets with sesame seeds. You take some regular beets from the store, you cut the grass part off. You can keep that and make like a salad with it or whatever. The fuck was that? My cat's in heat. You keep the root on the beet to keep it juicy. And then you cut them like this and you throw them in the oven at 350 for an hour. These already baked for like an hour. But I'm gonna show you what to do next. Alright, for the recipe, you need beets, 3 for 2 people, about 6 for 4 people. Some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, some olive oil, some sesame seeds, red cooking wine, and red wine vinegar. Alright, after they're done baking, you take them, you cut the little tails off, and you cut this part off. After you cut the ends off, you peel them. Your hands are gonna get stained. Anything that's white, everything is gonna get full of beet juice and stain red. So use something you don't care about dirtying. And then you take your beet, cut it in half. See how red it is? Then you flip it like that, cut it again, and you cut it into quarters. It's like you would with like an orange or an apple or something. You go down with it. This one didn't cook as much as it's supposed to because it's kind of hard. You want to cut them about like that. And then you lay them on their side. Cut them like that. Just want some pieces like that. It's recording. Alright, after you cut up your beets, they should look like this. No. You take you some olive oil. Heat your stove up to probably about 6 or 7 if you got an electric stove, or high, medium high, whatever the fuck you call it. Throw your oil in the pan. Pause it. I had to change pots because I got too much beets for that little pot. You want to heat up your oil to start sizzling. You take your beets, throw them in there. It's gonna cook down once it starts cooking. There's a lot of fucking beets. This is twice as much as I normally cook, but I wanted to make sure I had some for work. I had to put it in 2 pots because I had too much. I just add some salt.
Show them what kind of salt you got.
It don't matter what kind of salt. It's just I'm just using pink Himalayan salt. I just like it better. Just some black pepper. Some garlic powder. This is where it starts smelling good. And you just stir that up in there, let it cook for a little while. Now it smells good.
smells really good.
Alright, you can record. I got some red wine vinegar and some of this red cooking wine from Walmart. It ain't the best in the world, but it does what it needs to do. I take the red wine vinegar. This is gonna make it go a little crazy. Oh yeah, that wasn't crazy at all. Last time I went nuts when I first. I guess it's not hot enough yet. And you take the red cooking wine. I cool it down a little bit. Alright, and you do the same thing you did with the salt, pepper, and garlic. You just stir that in. The vinegar caramelizes the beet, keeps all the flavors on the inside, makes like a skin, like a shell. And whenever I'm gonna make the sesame seeds, the shell and the sesame seeds go perfect together. You just cook that down till there's no more liquid. Yeah, been cooking for about 5 minutes now. It's starting to get a little skin, some crust on it. That's what you want. It's gonna get darker. The more you cook it, the darker red it gets. You want it to be almost black red. It works better in this pot for some reason. See the colors? You want it to be real dark, real bright red. Like a blackish red. I'm gonna come back in a little bit whenever it's ready to do the next step. Alright, now it's starting to get like they're supposed to be. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a black crust starting to form, like a shell. It's almost like candy, like when you candy something. I had to add some more red wine vinegar and red wine because I didn't bake them long enough. They were still hard, but they finally starting to get soft in the pan. You want to cook them till they're soft where a fork can go through them, just like potatoes. Like whenever you cut up little potatoes to cook like this. I think next time I'm gonna just peel them and boil them because that works a lot better than this. This is what you want it to look like. How it looks like that. Like zoom in on that. Oh. Stop moving the fucking camera. I'm trying to record it. Look. Alright. About like that. That's what you want it to look like. These right here are pretty much done. These still need a little bit more work. Alright, this pot is done. Let me put it in the light so you can see it. You just dump it in there. Let it cool down in the bowl. That's what you want it to look like. So all the little crust lines in the corners, that's what you want. That's when it's perfect. Alright, this is the last step of this. Once your beets is all done, you can just put them in a plate to cool off for now. While that's cooling off, you come over here and you do this. You just want to get some sesame seeds on a dry pan that's hot. Make it a little layer like that. That's all you want to do. Zoom in on this. See how the seeds are jumping? That's because they got a little drop of oil in each seed. And it's letting that oil come out. It's like sesame oil, but not really. The seeds, when they burn, they got a good flavor. It don't take long.
It smells good.
See, they're already done. It only take about a minute. That's done. Now we just put this in a bowl. I'm gonna just set these seeds right here on a plate, let them cool off so you can grab them with your hand. we'll just make our plates. Alright, last step, you take your toasted seeds. Damn, they're still hot. Take your toasted seeds and you sprinkle them all over your beets. The sesame seed beets. And you just let them... Here. And you just let them cool down. And you eat them.